Hey everybody, welcome to Always Bored, Never Boring. This is a video that I never expected to make, but I have said in the past that I have the best subscribers in the world, and you guys keep proving it. What we have here are 3 boxes, mystery boxes, but not much of a mystery, especially if you've seen the title of the video. We have some boxes of Alien vs Predator miniatures from Prodos Games. Now, anybody who's been subscribed to my channel for a while will know that I really enjoyed the Alien vs Predator The Hunt Begins board game miniatures game from Prodos Games, and I did quite a lot of coverage on it when it was still a thing. But when Disney acquired the rights from Fox for Alien vs Predator, that basically meant it was the end of the day for the game from Prodos. They did like a big sale, and then it seemed like that was going to be it. And then suddenly they came back with one final hurrah where they were allowed to sell product on their website for one final time. And during that final sale, they released some new miniatures, but they weren't actually allowed to sell those miniatures. I wanted to buy them, but I wasn't able to. But they were available if you spent a certain amount of money on the website. But as I had already acquired everything I wanted for the game, I wasn't able to get them. And then, a couple of weeks ago, Stuart Hill contacted me through Board Game Geek. He had seen my videos. I don't even know if he's a subscriber. I think he might just have seen the videos on Board Game Geek. But he had seen the videos, and he had become aware of the fact that I wasn't able to get those last promotional figures. So he kindly sent them to me so we could have a look at them. And here they are. Why are there 3 boxes? Because one of the boxes contains cards. Ooh. So yeah, basically these were promotional bits and bobs that you could get if you spent quite a lot of money in the store online. I don't know what is in each box. Let's have a look. Okay, so box number 1. We have a card, and what we have is Major Dutch Shaeffer. Now, first and foremost, let's just marvel at the quality of the miniature. What Prodos did was they innovated a technique called unicast, where basically they were able to produce resin miniatures in a single piece without a loss of detail. Normally, if you create a single piece miniature, you have to form it in such a way that you don't have undercuts. Things like arms sticking out and dynamic 3-dimensional poses. Single piece miniatures cast in the traditional method have to be quite 2-dimensional. They have to be quite flat so that they can be done in one piece. But the unicast technology allowed for much more dynamic miniatures with incredible detail. I mean, we're talking detail that is easily rivaling other companies. I think, you know, the Alien vs Predator product line was some of my favorite miniatures, and the detail is incredible. It's, you know, it's Games Workshop comparable. So anyway, this is our single piece Dutch miniature. And you may be wondering, why has Dutch got a big mechanical arm? Because obviously, this is not the Dutch from the movies. This is the Dutch from Capcom's beat-em-up game, the Alien vs Predator beat-em-up game. Now, I'm not completely up together with my knowledge on that particular game. I did play it back in the day, but I believe the Dutch in that is supposed to be an android or a robot that was created in the likeness of the original Dutch, but is not actually that original Dutch. But anyway, so he's got a big mechanical arm, he's smoking a cigar, he's got a muscle vest, he's standing on an alien's head. He's a bit close to the severed neck there. He might get a melty boot. That's going to be the worst thing ever. If you're trying to look cool, you stand on an alien and get a nasty case of acid foot. He's pretty big, and he's on a 40mm base. One of the things that Protoss did with this particular line is they used the bases to sort of represent the importance and significance of a piece as well as its size. So occasionally for the Marine players, you will get a normal human-sized character on a whacking great 40mm base because they are important and they have a imposing presence. The detailing on the bases and things has always been incredible with this particular line of miniatures. But anyway, there we go. That's Dutch. Let's have a little look at his card. And this was always, I think, the biggest issue with the game. I guess the biggest issue with the game was the rules. But what's that? Don't know what that is. The biggest issue was the rules, which were a clunky mess and it took a lot of effort to get to grips with. But the other issue was the fact that the card quality was very poor on the tokens and things. These are actually the ping tokens that you put on the board at the start of the game so that people don't know what forces you have, and then you can reveal them and go, haha, this is Dutch. Here's the card. So, yeah, he's a bit of a beast. 4 wounds. He has a sort of invulnerable 12 save. He's modified. He's got a hydraulic arm and a built-in smart gun with a rate of attack of 3. Yep. He can make it through walls, baby. He has the ability Guided Fire, allows a model to reroll any failed RS tests. Really? We have box number 2. Because I should point out that to a certain degree this video isn't particularly useful, I guess, on the grounds that these miniatures are no longer available. But I guess there will be people selling them on the secondary market, so, you know, this is a chance to look at them and then decide if you want to play, if you want to pay eBay prices if you can find them on eBay. So this is Linn Kurosawa, who is the other character from the beat 'em up game. She is very dynamic. She has lots of hair going everywhere. She's drawing her sword, pistol in hand. Again on the large 40mm base, even though she is obviously not a large miniature in her own right. You'll have to excuse the paint on my fingers, by the way. I'm in the process of a secret painting project that I can't really explain what it is because it's for a birthday present. So that's a pretty cool miniature. Again, bits and bobs everywhere. She's sort of standing up on this vent to get a slightly more dynamic sense of movement to the miniature. And you can see the level of detail on things like the trousers and stuff like that. And the fact it's all done in a single piece, it's incredible. I don't know what Protoss are going to do with their unicast technology now. They're still producing miniatures for other people, I believe. So I'm sure they will still continue to use it, just not for this product line. Right, we have another card. There she is. And what have we got? She's got a rapid fire pistol and she has a katana. Yep, get into close combat with that katana, she's going to take down predators relatively easily. She also has a 12 armor save. Close combat 17. Yeah, she's pretty beastly. Yeah, she's going to be going toe to toe with predators and taking names. And she has the ability Dodge. After a model with Dodge is hit with an attack, roll a d20. On the roll of 1 to 5, the model dodges and the attack has no effect. On the 6 of 20, the dodge fails and the model must then continue as if it had been hit as normal. Dodge rolls cannot be made to avoid hits from flamethrower attacks. Yep, she's flippy and kicking. So there we go. Those are the 2 new miniatures. There was one other box, as you noticed. This box actually just contains a pack of cards, and this was a set of additional cards that you could pick up to expand the game. Kindly included by Mr. Hill as well. I'm not going to go through these because they are pretty much, if you've played the base game, you'll know what we've got here. We've basically got new cards for each faction, and then we've got a small set of environmental cards for adding those environmental effects during your game. If people are interested in me going through these cards, they can see what this card pack actually contains. Please leave a comment below and I can do a separate video for it. But for now, really, I just wanted to show off these 2 miniatures, the final miniatures with in-game features. There was also a diorama that you could get, but it wasn't usable in the game. These are the last game pieces that Prodos ever released. I am absolutely delighted to have a set of these to add to my collection, and so very much thanks to Stuart Hill for sending them. I hope you have found this little look at them interesting, and like I say, if you have any comments or queries, or if you want to see the contents of that card pack, please leave comments and queries below. And look at the little bits of resin all over my black background. I need to go and clean that off now. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye.